Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Invest Today. Today we're talking about TTCF, also known as Tattooed Chef. Guys, man, the bad news has finally came. It got delisted, man, a day or 2 days ago. It also went bankrupt. Man, it's over for Sam Galletti, Jeremy from Financial Education. We have to talk about it in this video. I want to talk about the lessons we can learn from this because I think this is a masterclass of lessons that you can learn and the kind of mistakes that you want to avoid into the future. This is the lessons for me, for Jeremy. I've made these same mistakes, so this is not like, oh, I'm shitting on Jeremy or whatever, because I've made some of these same mistakes as well. So this is all about drilling these lessons into our head. Because think about it, he lost over like $1.5 million on this stock. I don't care what anyone says, losing that much money on a stock, it just hurts your soul. I don't care if Tesla's up 1,000, 2,000%, or Facebook's up 1,000% in his portfolio. Losing 1.5 million hurts. Even losing like $20,000 or $30,000, that hurts, man. Trust me, that hurts. Let's talk about it, man. There's a lot to talk about. On July 3rd, 2023, Tattooed Chef actually filed for bankruptcy because they couldn't raise any more cash. Guys, we knew this. If you looked at the balance sheet of Tattooed Chef, we saw the cash pile going down every single quarter. It was crazy. Jeremy was ignoring those signs of the cash dwindling. Plus, it wasn't generating any free cash flow at that time. So, of course, it's going to go bankrupt. But I don't even want to talk about the balance sheet or any of that stuff because we can all make that same mistake when you're investing in speculative companies. First mistake I want to talk about is the concentration risk. Jeremy was making this too big of a bet. A company that was a speculative bet, plus it just got into the market, and it was a kind of a fad company. He put too much money into it. And that's what you guys have to worry about, the concentration of putting too much money into a single position. I don't care how much you love the company or how confident you are about the company, it does not matter. There's so many different things that can come out of nowhere, black swan events, stuff just happens out of the blue that can just kill your stock. So don't make it like a 20, 30, 40% position right away. Make it like a 5 or 10. Let it grow into a 20 to 30% position. That's how we should do it from now on because, guys, you're gonna lose out on some of these stocks. Even though you're confident, you know it's a good company, it has a moat, you're gonna lose out sometimes. That's just how the market is. You can't always win. So the concentration risk is real. Don't put a huge 15, 20, 30% position right away, even though you know it's cheap, even though you know you love the company. There's always can be black swan events happening. And guys, our main objective of investing is just compound our wealth over time. We don't want to get into a position where we get knocked out of the game. That's not what we want. We want to have this long runway. So if you're making 20, 30% bets and that bet goes sour, it's going to be so hard to recover from that. So we are all about longevity. So if a 5 or 10% position goes bankrupt, it's okay. We can recover from that. We have other stocks. So that's the first lesson that we can learn from this bankruptcy from TTCF. The second important lesson that we need to learn from this poor investment was that we have to avoid companies with no moats or without a history of performance. I think that was one of the big issues with TTCF is like, there's so many companies in this industry. What makes Tattooed Chef so good that it's going to beat out all the competitors in this fad industry? I guarantee you, Jeremy thought it was just like the taste of the food, but sometimes that's not enough. When you have a lot of these competitors coming into this market and it's a fad company, you don't know if the consumer base is solid. It's just everywhere. It doesn't have a proven track record. You have to avoid it because you don't know about any competitors that can just come in the market, take your share, and just kill your company. So if the company hasn't proven itself, it doesn't have a moat, and if you don't know exactly what the moat is, because maybe he thought the moat was just, it was tasting so good, but like, was that for sure what the moat was? If you can't really prove that was the moat, then guys, just avoid the company. Avoid these IPOs, those fads that don't have a proven track record because we don't know how sustainable this company is going into the future. Because remember, he thought that this company was going to grow for the next 5 to 10 years out. But you can't know that if it doesn't have a moat, guys. So you have to avoid companies with no moat, no competitive advantage, Why is this company going to beat out all the competition? If you can't figure that out, if you can't write that down, guys, avoid the company, man. So that was the second important lesson that we need to learn. The last critical mistake that Jeremy made was not selling the stock when he saw the red flags. The amount of times Jeremy saw red flags in Tattoo Chef was astonishing. He saw the CEO, everyone in the company keep delaying their earnings reports. Like it just wasn't coming out. And even when it came out, they had to adjust the numbers. The numbers that came out bad. They were doing so much. Guys, if you see any red flags, if you get that gut feeling inside you, something's wrong with this company, something's wrong with the management, it's frauding something, get out of the company. Even if it's a 20, 30% loss, just get out. Man, the amount of times people know something's wrong with the company and they don't do nothing, it is astonishing. The CEO also came out and talked about changing the whole company. They might start serving meat products. What the hell? If you're gonna talk about actually presenting meat products and actually putting that to market when you're a vegan or plant-based company, big red flag, get out. The fact that Jeremy was ignoring so many red flags for this company was astonishing, and that's why he paid the price overall with this huge loss that he suffered. So guys, what do you think about this video? TTCF going bankrupt, delisting. It's incredible how far the stock has fell from all-time highs to all-time lows, guys. What do you think about this video? Like and subscribe. Peace.